Hello, welcome to some sort of vlog. Let's have a real moment. This is probably going to end up being a weekly vlog. I was supposed to vlog this past weekend. It's Monday and I am off work today, and I had planned to, over Saturday, Sunday, Monday, do like a long weekend reading challenge sort of vlog. I was going to see how much of my translated fiction I could read in a 3-day weekend. And then my life just got very busy and very overwhelming, and my mental health went into a drain somewhere. And then, yeah, yesterday I ended up feeling really rough, and all I wanted to do was curl up in ball and cry. And then this morning I have had a really lazy laying in bed doing nothing sort of morning, and then it got to like 11:30 and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get out of bed, go and have a shower and try and snap out of this. I am glad that I have today off work. This was not what I had planned to do with this day off work. I didn't plan to need it as some sort of mental health recovery day and get myself out of whatever funk I'm in, but I am grateful for past me for booking this day off work because I clearly needed it. So yeah, it's now 12:30. Obviously, I have showered. I've just sat and done some of my Duolingo. I am on day 74 of learning German. Fun fact. It's going well, I think. But yeah, I am going to try and snap out of this funk today, and we're going to have a weekly vlog starting today, starting on a Monday. I have been desperate to read some of my translated fiction. I've got The Restaurant of Lost Recipes and Tales from the Cafe sat beside me. They were the first two I was gonna tackle on Saturday, and then it just never happened, and I filmed the intro to that vlog. I've now deleted the intro to that vlog because it just... meh. So yeah, we're here now. I'm hoping to get some reading done. I'm hoping to get some editing done because I've got a couple of videos that I've filmed and just hadn't edited, so I need to get those done. And then maybe actually read some and try and perk myself up. I've got my caffeine to get me going. But yeah, I thought I'd just start this vlog. So, hi, welcome to some sort of weekly vlog. Whether it ends up being a week of reading translated fiction, I mean, that would be cool, but I do have other things that I need to get to, so maybe not. No theme, no challenge, just a week. Just a week. Here we go. I tried to prove that I do actually leave the house by vlogging outside of the house today, because I never do that. But it's Monday night, I'm about to go to bed, it's 10 o'clock. We have just had the Patreon live show for Shadow of the Gods, which I read last week and thoroughly loved. There's a vlog of me reading that out there somewhere. And the live show was very active. I enjoyed that. But I thought I'd let you know that I have actually started reading Tales from the Cafe, and I am 52 pages in. So I'm going to take this to bed with me now and try and read a little bit more. But there you go. I have actually read something today. Yeah, that's it. So far so good. Obviously we're still in the same cafe. I'm still in the first story. I like the first one a lot. I feel like it's going to be very similar feelings to what I had with the first one, so I don't really have much to say, but having a good time. So I'm going to go to bed and continue. A little bit of hump day food content. Chipotle chicken penne. Yum. Good evening. It is Wednesday evening. I don't think I vlogged yesterday. Life is just throwing curveballs all over the place. Yesterday was a really weird and uncomfortable day. Yesterday, Tuesday, I was back at work and it was a really weird day, and after work I did not feel like doing a great deal, so I didn't vlog. I'm not going to go into it, but it's been a weird few days, but it is Wednesday evening now. I have just had my hump day sprints with my patrons that I do every Wednesday, and have reading updates for you in that I have finished Tales from the Cafe and Before Your Memory Fades. I liked this one a lot. I liked this one similar levels to how much I liked the first one. This one didn't get me quite as much. This one was really sad. Didn't make me cry. The first one in this series, Before the Coffee Gets Cold, made me sob. This one I didn't really feel a great deal for. There were some sad stories, but I didn't really feel a great deal for it. This one... Oh, actually, no, there was one in this that did make me feel a bit. But this one... Man, this one has a lot of death in it. Yeah, I mean, the title Before Your Memory Fades kind of suggests that, doesn't it? But man, I am enjoying these books. I am very much liking this series. And I now only have one left that I own. Whoa. Which is Before We Say Goodbye. Yeah, just this one left from what I own. I need to get the last published one, the green one. I can't remember what it's called, but I need to get that one. But this is what I will be going on to next to complete out this series of ones that I own. So I am making progress on my translated fiction train, which is kind of where I wanted to be. But it is now bedtime for me, so I am going to go to bed. Rating wise, I think I would give both of these 4 stars, but this one definitely closer to a 5. Before the Coffee Gets Cold got a 5, but did make me bawl. This one, very high 4. This one, 4. And then moving on to this one. Oh, we're back in the original cafe, because this one takes place in like a similar cafe but in a different city. Like, they're related to the owners, it's still the same family, but it's a different cafe. So this one goes back to the same cafe. Such good time. Not a good time because it's all really sad, but a good time. You know? I'm excited to continue. So there's your reading update. Also, I thought I'd give you an update on my paint by numbers, because I don't know when I last showed this off in a vlog, but I am making some progress with this. Mainly just in the trees over there. But some progress is being made. I'm going to be working on this for ages. But I thought I'd give you a bit of an update on that too. Anyway, that is that. There's your Wednesday update. I'm going to go to bed. Hello, dearest friends of mine. I'm in bed. I don't actually know what time it is. It's 8:30. It's not that late. Jake's gone out for the night with my dad, which seems to happen so often these days. Not that I'm mad about it. Quiet night in for me. Yeah, I was at work today because it's Friday. Obviously, well, I wasn't at work. I was working from home. You don't care. And I finished some stuff up that I've been working on for ages, so that was really good. But overall, the work week this week has been really weird. Yeah, I think I might have mentioned it, like, it's been a bizarre week that I am grateful to see the back end of. So, happy Friday, TGIF. And this weekend we have weddingy stuff, so after work I was doing some weddingy related things. Tomorrow we're going up to our venue again. We were there last weekend as well. And we're going to, like, try food and select what we might want on our menu. Exciting. But that's tomorrow. For today, did I vlog yesterday? I am all over the place. I don't think I vlogged yesterday. I had a classic Thursday. I realise I've done this a few weeks in a row now. Classic Thursday of watching Smosh Games video and doing paint by numbers. That's what I did yesterday. Today, I have read Before We Say Goodbye. I was supposed to read this yesterday. Didn't do it. But I have read it today. So I have now read everything that I own of this series. I'm aware the last, I don't know if it's the last one, but the next one is out, the green one. But I can't remember what that's called, but I'm aware that's out. This was cute. I liked this one probably about as much as I liked Tales from the Cafe. So not as much as Before the Coffee Gets Cold and Before Your Memory Fades. Is that what it's called? Yeah, so the first one and the third one are both my favourites, and then this one and the second one less so. Mainly because these ones don't have the, like, overarching story of the staff in the coffee shop the way that the first one and the third one do. Like, they're still very good and the stories are still very emotional. None of them have made me cry like the first one did. This one came close. I mean, all of the ones I've read in this vlog have come close, but not actually done the job. But yeah, the stories are emotional, the stories are very good, but it doesn't have the overarching story of the staff of the coffee shop the way the first one and the third one do, which I think is, like, the depth that it's just missing to not quite be so good, in my opinion. But, again, lots of death. Very sad. One of the stories is about a dog. Sad times. But yeah, another 4-star read, and I'm really happy to be up to date with this series for me now. So that is 3 books read this week. I know they're not enormous, but that is 3 books read during my work week, which, if we compare to my work week the other week, where I did that, like, 1 epic fantasy versus 1 hectic week, where I did Patreon sprints 3 times in a week. I've only done sprints once this week because I haven't been able to do them otherwise. 3 books. 3 little books, but 3 books. Anyway, we are carrying on into this evening, and I am finally going to pick up the Restaurant of Lost Recipes. I honestly thought this is what I was going to start with in this challenge that I wanted to do for myself, with getting through a bunch of translated fic. I don't even know if that's what this vlog is. I loved the Kamigawa Food Detectives very, very much, and have been keen to pick this one up and just keep putting it off. Again, similar vibes to the cafe series in that it's different people going to a restaurant to experience something, or in that one it's quite literally time travel. In the Kamigawa Food Detectives, it's food, like, unlocking memories or progressions or whatever. So it's more metaphorical, less literal in this one. But I like the first one a whole lot, because I do like me some foodie content. So this is where I'm going next, and I'm going to do it in bed. I'm not going to move from bed. I've got myself a bag of chocolate buttons. Here. I'm going to eat these, and I'm going to read this. And I'll probably fall asleep stupidly early. basically haven't vlogged any of this weekend. I got some b-roll of putting Christmas decks up. You will notice the leaves are gone. My tiny bookcase trees are back. And my little gingerbread candle, and the Christmas decks are back in the library. The tree is up downstairs. Jake got his way, and I mentioned somewhere wanting to get a Christmas pud cushion to replace the pumpkin that has been sat on this chair for the fall season. Now I have a Christmas pud to sit there as well. So Finn will still have a cute little cushion to rest himself on, as he always does on that chair, basically. Anyway, this weekend has been a busy one, with not just, you know, I don't count putting Christmas decorations up as busy. That's not busy, that's a fun activity. But, you know, time consuming, putting the tree up and all the lights up and doing the lights on the stairs and the lights everywhere else and so on. We got some lights for the window downstairs, which we've never had before, so put them up as well. So time consuming, but fun. And I love Christmas decks. I personally wouldn't have put them up this early, but Jake has come out with the rule that the Christmas decorations must go up before I'm a Celebrity Get Me Out of Here starts. And that started on Sunday, yesterday. I'm Monday now. Hello. So I'm a Celeb started yesterday, so the Christmas decks had to go up before that. So yeah, they're up. And you got some b-roll of that. What I didn't film any of, obviously, was going to our wedding venue, having our, like, tasting session where we get to try a load of the food and decide on our menu for our wedding day. But that actually went really well, and it's one of the first... This is going to sound really sad, and it is sad for me, but it's one of the first wedding-related things that I've done this month that hasn't ended up with me crying. It's been a very intense wedding planning month. We've had so much going on for the wedding this month. And that's the first thing that hasn't made me cry when doing it. And not cry from like, oh my god, I'm so happy, like just things not going right, crying. So 1 out of 3 ain't bad. It actually was really lovely. The food was really good, and we're really happy with what we've chosen for our day, and that was just lovely. And then I got through a load of rejections for hair and makeup because apparently I've left it too late. You have to book your wedding hair and makeup as early as you book the venue. What? Ridiculous. So I got loads of rejections come through because everyone's fully booked. So I had a little bit of a panic about that, and have now found someone who is available, whose stuff I have really liked. So I've got my bridal hair and makeup booked as well, the food selected, we've obviously got the wedding sorted, we've got the photographer sorted, we've got the registrar sorted, we've got the DJ, we've got... What else have we done? I wish we had my dress. Things are moving, but yeah, it was busy. However, in amongst all of that, I told you I was starting the Restaurant of Lost Recipes. I have finished the Restaurant of Lost Recipes. I liked this very much. I would say I probably liked it on par with Kamigawa Food Detectives. It was very much the same thing again, which I have now been taught. It's called healing fiction. You know, every time I talk about this genre, and I'm like, I don't know what this genre is called, but it's like little slices of life that help people progress in their life and teach them lessons or help them get over something or help them reach a conclusion or move on, or it's healing fiction. Translated healing fiction is the genre that I've been really into. And you know what? This week feels like a week of healing fiction was probably needed, because it's been a weird one. I have edited this vlog up until this point, and I know that pretty much all for the early part of the week I was saying, like, it's been really weird. Things have been really weird, and I've been kind of vague about it because I have to be. But it's been a weird week. An uncomfortable week, a devastating week for some. It's been just really weird and uncomfortable, and it has affected my mental stability. It's affected my mood. I was already on Monday in a bit of a ditch anyway and had to drag myself out of it, and then the week just kind of spiraled. But you know what? A week of healing fiction, and then a weekend of being busy but all positive. Like, the wedding stuff was positive, and the Christmas decks and everything is of course happy and positive and good. So although this week started very much on a low, I feel like after the weekend I'm feeling more positive. Things are looking up. But the week's reading looked a bit like this. I definitely wanted to accomplish more than this week, but it is what it is. We take what we take. But I have completed what I own of the Before the Coffee Gets Cold series. I still need to get that last one. And then I have completed the Kamigawa Food Detectives duology. I don't know if there will be more in this. It's very much one of those series where, like, there could be more stories, because there's not like an overarching story, it's all the individual stories, you know. But have completed that as well. And also this week, although I wasn't like actively taking part in Final Book Support Group, because if I was, I would have been reading some of those other sequels that I keep putting off. Yeah, although I wasn't actively participating in Final Book Support Group, I am now up to date on 2 series. Well, almost up to date with what I own, you know what I mean, okay? Alright, I am gonna wrap this up now, so thanks for watching. I hope this has been somewhat fun. I feel like I've maybe been a bit of a downer, but hopefully you've enjoyed. And I will see you in whatever comes next, and I'm about to crack on with next week's vlog, which, well, let me tell you, I am tackling something. But yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye!